Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called For You Coming from the Rat Family. And this is for the month of July 2019, your tarot monthly horoscope for the Rat Family. Let me just shuffle these cards, and I'm going to talk to you about the first 15 days of July for you coming from the Rat Family. And I'm going to talk to you about your romance. Let's start with your new romance if you find one, and it's going to be a very pleasant, beautifully harmonious, helpful contact of a new romance in the first 15 days of July. So go grab him or grab her, and you will do very well and be happy. Your ongoing romance will also do very well. So you will have the chance of being happy, and the foundation of your ongoing romance will become better and better. There will be talk about long term doing things together, buying a little condo, buying a little car, all that will take place. So, very good first 15 days where romance is concerned. Now, what about your marriage and family? Let's see what the card says. It's also a very good card for the family area. So I'm going to say that in your family area, in the first 15 days, you're going to find plenty of good luck come your way. So be optimistic, be friendly to your marriage partner and your family members. Be helpful, have a good time with them, plan things that makes everybody else happy. Be the organizer because it's you listening to me with this good news. And you will see that your family members, your marriage partner will become happier and happier with you. So a good card as well. Now about your job area. So let's see how your job is going to do. You coming from the rat family. First 15 days. Well, the first 15 days are going to give you more responsibility at work, which means that there will be stress, there will be obligations that your duty is imposing on you, but there will be the chance of getting recognition as well. So work as hard as you can in the first 15 days of July, and the rewards will come later. That's what the card says. Now about business. So let's see what the card says for you about business. This is a card of sunshine, which I translate as new things happening to you in a good way. So new business lines, or perhaps you're going to go into business. And if you already are, the new business lines, the opportunity to get rewards, to find new business partnerships or support. So it's a card that's very optimistic in your business areas. So get going, be optimistic, chase for the opportunities of business, and you're going to do well in the first 15 days. Now let's talk of your last 16 days of July. And this will be to do with your romance, old and new. And let's see what the card says, you coming from the rat family. It's a magnificent card. It says the romance that you find in the last 15 days is going to be a very good one. It's going to be one who will support you a lot in whatever you do. There's a little thing about anger or a little thing about a bad temper shown there. Apart from that, it's a good card. So you may find somebody who is quite quick-tempered, but apart from that, it's a good card that will help to support you in whatever you want to do. And if I apply this card to your ongoing romance is going to improve a lot in this last 16 days, and you'll be very happy with it. It says the money news is good, so the chances of enjoyment, a new car or investing in a condo, your ongoing romance becomes most solid for you in the last 16 days. Now, what about your marriage areas? Let's see what the card says. Well, where your marriage areas are concerned, for the last 16 days of July, you coming from the rat family, what do the cards say? Marriage areas. Well, it's a card that says you have to be very understanding, because you see, nothing can be penetrated. It means that the understanding between you and your marriage partners may be very tricky. That's all. There's no other difficulty. So take your time to explain whatever you want to your marriage family or marriage partner or family members. And listen carefully and slowly to what your family members want, including your marriage partner. So it's the area of communication, the area of understanding that needs to be improved. That's all. Once that can be done, I see a lot of harmony in this card. So you will have a reasonably good last 16 days in marriage and family. Let's go to your job area and see what your last 16 days say. It's a very good card. It says that you are going to be recognized for something that you do, and you're going to expand your position in your job. You probably will make more money as well, because it's a card of showing that you can be very lucky in whatever you get. And also, as I said, the recognition for you shows that you'll be very proud, and definitely you will want to work very hard because of that recognition. So it's a very good card as far as job is concerned for you in the last 15 days of July. And now let's talk about business and see what happens. Well, it's a great card. It says all that you have been working for, you're going to now start get the good news in the last 16 days of July. So everything called reward will come for you. Is it the money? Is it the status? Is it everything concerned with a new job? Is it getting more responsibilities? So, and is it also long-term security? So many good things written here about that job, about that business, sorry, it's about business. So your last 16 days where business is concerned, you're going to be rewarded beautifully, and you're going to have the chance of doing extremely well. Money will come in as well, and the opportunities are going to be just so many for you. So your last 16 days, very good for you where business is concerned. Now about your lucky days. So let me pull a card for you, the Red family. Red family. Okay. Well, it's a card that says lucky days. The 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, and the 30th are going to be very lucky for you. Whether in business, whether in job, whether in finances, whether in romance, whether in marriage, whether in family, whether in health, whether in everything. So you're going to, if you're of these ages which I mentioned, I'm sorry, on the dates, lucky days, everything you try to do on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, and 30th, you're going to become very, very lucky. So apply these 3rd, 12th, 21st, and 30th to try and do as much as you can. And you will see that everything you try to do will be perfectly organized and will be perfectly rewarding. Now about your colors. Let me see for you coming from the Red family, what will be the lucky colors that will bring you benefit in all areas. And it's the color gray from this card, the most mystical of all colors. So if you have plenty of gray on you or plenty of contact with gray, you're going to be lucky in money, firstly, is shown here. And secondly, in area of being supported by everybody around you. Now we will talk about your lucky ages for you under the Red family. So let's see what your lucky ages might be according to this card. Look at this wonderful card of getting whatever you want from everywhere. From this card, I'm going to say that if you happen to be the ages of 20 or 29 or 38 or 47 or 56 or 65 or 74, you're going to be one very lucky person, whether in job, business, finances, whether in romance, marriage, family, whether in health. Now, if you are not of these ages, which I've just mentioned, then you'll need to see me for a 90-minute session. And during this 90-minute session, I will talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years. That's going to be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And with all that information, I'll be able to tell you how things are going to work out for you in your next 7, 8, or 9 years. I'll give you your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky days, your lucky, a lot of information. I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And most of all, I'll be able to guide you how to use that supernatural energy you have. The religious people call it the soul. The scientific people call it that energy that emits the aura in us, the guide in us. I'll teach you how to contact that, and you will be that very lucky person to be able to use this supernatural energy to improve your life. Well, I look forward to contacting, to hearing from you. My email address is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9 @gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Until then, I wish you the best of luck in the month of July. Thank you and goodbye.